Generic greetings and welcome to Wonderberg. Today's beverage is a very fiery ginger beer. So welcome to the playtest of Wonderberg. This is billed as an open world roguelike where we control a wheeled tower full of archers and mechanics and cannons and all manner of weaponry. And the idea is that we have to defeat opponents, gather resources, upgrade this thing, and then defeat various bosses. Once you defeat the bosses, you then sort of level up sort of physically. You actually get like a bigger variant of what you're driving, and then the idea is to obviously defeat the level and then progress on. And then I guess eventually you have to defeat this, what looks to be like an ICBM launching castle turret type thing, but obviously this is the demo / playtest, so that's not in at the moment. But I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. I can't really speak too much for the balance of it, and obviously, like I say, this is a very early version, so I'm assuming it's well, not finished to say the least, and be quite diplomatic about it. So the idea is that you pick your vehicle, so we can only start with, well, one in this version. So it's the Wanderburg, a reliable classic, a good all-rounder. You then get your captain as well. So we've currently got Norbert the Normal, the most boring person you ever met. You've got things like Patchy the Pirate, Yar. Your cannonballs do 20% extra damage. Enemy cannonballs do 20% extra damage. Let's just actually purchase those. And we now get the captain, because they look cool. And then got your crew, so you've got like archers, you've got carpenters. So archers obviously shoot, carpenters slowly repair. I'm just going to go with the archers. In fact, we're going to go with the proper default build here. Then you've got different modules, so we've got like side cannons, you've got frontal ram, which I find is actually pretty decent. The top mortar is also good. The mine layer, I'm not convinced about after the sort of 45 minutes that I've played of it, but let's see. We've also got artifact. Obviously, there's other things to unlock as well. So you've got like dash and boosts and arms and things like that. And these are all gained from generic currency or gold that you collect throughout your play. As I said, it's a roguelike, so you're probably not going to win on the first attempt. You have to sort of get defeated, get the gold, and then sort of rinse, repeat. Like I say, we're just going to go with standard side kind of modules, and then you've got artifacts as well. So basically, just like increase in damage, or this one's like if you die, you don't die, but return with extra health, become faster while under health, that sort of thing. We're just going to go with overtime bonus. Crew works 10% faster and will start the run. So this is our castle, and you get a automatic couple of things. So like the archers will fire and the cannons will fire as we're driving over things like these fields and basically anything in the game, really. So we've got things like the fields and fences and bushes and such. We will end up basically gathering some generic currency, and then once you get a certain amount, which you saw on the top here, which is at this point 30 of 30, we then get our upgrade. So buy the first module upgrade. So we can either get cannon, which is cooldown 1, so 15 seconds to 14 seconds to activate the ability. And the automatic fire is 5 seconds reduced to 4.7. You've also got automatic archers and then automatic cannons, which is extra damage on the cannons, and they're all common. I'm just going to go with probably archers. And what you can maybe see here is that pretty much everything's got wheels, so all of the buildings will pop up and start moving. So I think if you've seen is it Immortal Engines? There's a film called Immortal Engines. I've not seen it personally, but I'm aware of it. It's where there's basically like all the cities are sort of wheeled and stuff, so this steampunk type of thing. I think it's based off a novel, but yeah, that's I imagine some sort of inspiration. But anyway, you can see this over on the top left here. We've got this what is it? A windmill that's trying to go away. I've just used my boost to get there, but anyway, we do need to go for maybe a upgrade. I'm going to go with this rare cooldown 1 cannon upgrade, which is 15 seconds down to 13 seconds for the ability, and then automatic as well. So at the bottom you might notice that we've got our boost, there we go, as well as all of the other options as well. So we've got the side cannons. Let me just take that out there, and yes, you do take damage, so all these guys are firing stuff at us. We have to worry about that one. These are the health pickups, so we'll do just that. And there's also a loot wagon over here, so I'm going to head towards that. I'm just boosting towards because it's running away. We have new modules. We either have a top mortar, we have a frontal ram, or a back mine layer. I'm going to go with this is one of the issues with the games that a lot of the times when I've died, it's because there's been so many people around me that you can't just run over the opponents. Like you can't, like, even though we have this big wheeled vehicle with spikes all over it and armor and such, you hit anything, even a sheep, and it'll just sort of like slow you right down. You can't just crush it by the look of it. Whereas the ram does help. The mortar though is good for just area of effect. Anyway, I'm going to head over here, and looks like we have got that thing absolutely running away. You can see we can very easily dodge around these things. I can press R, and what that does is put an area effect around here, and then yeah, you can see the mortar is absolutely blasting away there. Let's just build up our... Oh, okay, so what we're doing now is we're coming up basically against this massive sort of boss, sort of more I can basically say. It's like it doesn't really come for you in a particular sense. It just sort of wanders around, and everybody sort of has to steer away from it. But it is quite deadly. Let's go with extra mortar damage. But you can see that that thing that we were chasing, it's actually been defeated by that thing. We're going to go with extra mortar damage as well. So I'm just going to pick this up, and there was also a chest that's been dropped there as well, so a new artifact. So heal 1 every 10 units you consume, or 15% more cannonball damage. I'm going to go with the extra healing. So that's an artifact as shown on the bottom left there, which is a vampire tooth. Let's go ahead and go here. There will be a boss that spawns eventually as well, so we have to worry about that. Let me just go in here and go for activate ability and cannon. There we go, we managed to take that out. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave the health crate there, because I don't think we really need that. And looks like those guys are going. You can see I'm pushing through them, and it's not really doing much there. Let me just go after this house because it's almost ready to be defeated. And oh yes, there we go. Let's go with extra charges on the mortar, and I'm actually going to activate that because we've got these basically motorcycle riders coming in, these jousters here, and they're absolutely horrible to deal with because they're really fast. So I'm going to have to try and get out of the way of them. We'll go for a side on. There we go, that's good. Got a couple of pickups here. The boss spawn is shown on the top right, so 20 seconds for the next one, so we'll have to see about that one. And oh, looks like the big guy's coming towards us, so I'm just gonna walk away, or drive away, I guess, because I don't want any part of that. I'm actually getting a bit surrounded here, so I have to worry about that. Let me go ahead and yeah, I'm not going to go that. I don't know if you saw, but the windmill just got absolutely munched over there. So the boss has arrived, and it is on the left. There's another upgrade. It's all common. Maybe extra there's no extra charges on the activation ability. Extra damage on the cannon, why not? Let's go for that one. Oh yeah, this is not a position I want to be in, and there is our first boss. So that is a boss. You can see it's got a crown above its head to indicate so, and we need to defeat that in order to get to the next level. So I've already done a huge amount of damage to it, which I'm fairly happy with. So I'm just going to turn side on and fire, and that's taken a lot of damage there. And it's got a cannon on the top, which we managed to dodge. So we need to choose now a vehicle upgrade, and we can take a little bit of a breather. So we can either go with armor or speed. So extra health points and a little bit of extra speed, or we've got this one, which is, well, it says there 50 to 150 health, yes. Speed is only gone from 16 to 17. The other one is 50 to 100 health, so not as much. 16 up to 24.5 max speed. I'm going to go with armor, and there we go. So we rank up to the next level. Everybody gets pushed back, and yeah, we're just going to start picking stuff up. There's automatic archer crew. Let's go with that one, and we'll put in some area effect there, which is good. You do tend to get swamped quite fast, I find. Like I say, the AI does have a lot of swarmy things on them. Let's go ahead and see if I can get archer crew. I just picked the rare ones, truth be told. It just seems to be like the way to go. You see, I've destroyed that easily. There are around the place. There you go. See, I'm just pushing this guy here. I'm not actually destroying them, and you can often get quite stuck. Anyway, what I'm going to do is head to the left here. Oh wait, there's another sort of tower thing coming in, so I'm just going to try and deal with that now, and looks like I have dealt with it, which is good. You can see I'm getting surrounded by these biker things, but I'm just going to put in the mortar, which I don't know if it damages us, but it certainly damaged all of them. And yeah, that big guy is definitely coming towards me, so I'm going to leg it. There's loads of stuff around here. There's an uncommon mortar ability, extra projectile damage and extra charges, so that's good. So let's pick up all of the coin. There is a finite amount of... Oh, okay, so there's a ram coming in, and luckily we managed to take that out, which is good. But yeah, you often... yeah, well, there's health. That's something I'm going to go for. Yes, you can get to the edge of the map, which you've just seen there. So that's a thing. There's also different like castles around. In fact, here's one here. This is fortuitous. So what I'm going to do is press R and then press cannon and do a bit of a drive-by. So because this thing basically it'll spawn lots and lots of enemies. So what I'm doing is basically circling it now, and I will be able to take it out with a bit of a bombardment there. I'll go through and pick that up, and oh, it looks like I haven't been able to get it, so I'm gonna have to go around. Luckily, this big guy is if they're one thing, it's not maneuverable. Extra arrow damage or extra melee damage? You're gonna go arrow damage. So I can try and take that thing out, but that is not my intent because I've got another 2 minutes, as shown on the top right, for the next boss there. So let's just go ahead and oh wait. So that is a big mortar thing. It's actually not really a mortar; it's more of an ICBM. And yes, it's a bit of a nightmare to deal with. So you have to just get away from it as much as you can. So let's just see about taking this thing out. There we go. And that's now gone. And again, picking up all the coin. And these guys really are swarming me, aren't they? Like I say, the main threat at the moment appears to be these guys. Now, you can use your cannons against them, but it's not really, I guess, what it's used for. Oh, there we go. So we've now got a new module. Teleporter is locked. I'm guessing that's because of the demo. So we can either have a rear mine layer or a frontal ram. I'm going to go with the frontal ram because, as I said, the mine layer I've had limited success with it. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes you get like a really good like layer of mines everywhere. And let me just go ahead and go for a ram, and yeah, we'll ram the ram. And go through these guys. There you go. That's why I like the ram, because if there's stuff in front of you, you just plow through them. And yes, it works out pretty well. Let me just go ahead and drop a mortar here. Take all those guys out. I am, however, on, sadly, half health. And that's a bit of a... That's actually... I'm on less than half health. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of a leave of absence for now. And we've not really been up here. What am I stuck on there? I think I was stuck on a sheep there, of all things. There's another upgrade. I'm going to go with extra cannon damage. Yeah, why not? What I need to do now, basically, is try and find some health. So, let's see. I'm going to get back there. Although, I fear this may be... a bit too much damage. Sometimes it'll show you where the health is. Like, there'll be like a question mark like that there. And that might be health. It is not health, but it might drop health if we get close enough. There we go. Get around it. I'm going to boost past it. And the boss has arrived. I didn't really want the boss to arrive right now because, quite frankly, that bell there indicates that we are under, I think, 10% health. There we go. And I'm getting slowed right down. So yeah, I think this might be the end of our run. Oh, there's a bit of health. That's good. So we will pick that up. That's still not great. One of the modules you can get, instead of archers, is repair crew. And is that the boss I'm supposed to take out? Really? That's a little bit larger than I'd anticipated, truth be told. Okay. What I'm going to do is head this way because there is another pickup that I can get. So there we go. And extra magic damage, more cannonball damage, more magic damage. It's going to be more magic damage. No, more cannon obviously. And I've got all manner of things following me now. I do have, I think, a little bit of a passive heal ability, depending on how much I take out. But yeah, it's not going to help when that thing's following me. Look at that! Like, I just got completely stuck. I got completely stuck. Okay. Yeah. soon as I got hit, I think I hit a couple of sheep or whatever it happens to be, and I just slow right down. Okay, let's go to the end screen there. So time survived was 8:32. Gold collectors was 1374. Let's go to a new run and we'll try that again. And we'll change it up a little bit. So we'll stick with the captain, but this time I'm going to go with the carpenters, and I'm going to put on a rear mine layer. And actually, what can I unlock? A dash, arms, fire wizard. Do I have enough for a fire wizard? I do not. 5,000 gold. Yeah, it seems like a lot considering I've done several runs. What else is in here? You've got force mage, push all enemies around, boost really fast forwards. Mason shield for close combat. I can't imagine that working very well. What else have we got? Top mortar we've seen. Front ram we've seen. I'm gonna go with the mine layer because you haven't seen it. And in terms of the captain or the crew, generate gold over time. That's not really, but that's a bit of a pointless thing for the demo really. What about here? We've got extra artifacts. Become faster. Gain shepherd's staff. Gain 1 extra gold per consumed sheep. Boosting uses less nitro and cooldowns. 5% faster when boosting. I'm going to go with that one actually. We'll pick that one up. Can we pick that one up? It's not allowing me to select it. That's strange. Okay. Don't know what's happening there. Anyway, let's see about that one and we'll go for the run. So this time, oh, there we go. Yeah, so this one, obviously we now got the rear launcher, so it puts these mines in, and when you get close to them, yep, they can hit yourselves. So that's a thing. So 2.5 minutes until the opponent is here, shown on the top right there. So I can lay, if I use space, I can lay a bunch of mines like this. So you basically fan out loads of mines, and I find that it's often that you have to sort of drive around and sort of spin around, and then you end up having to basically bait the characters into the mines. But obviously I've got no frontal weapon, and then sometimes the mines just go off. What's up here? I think it's going to be some health. Better be health, because I'm going to need it, yes. I do have passive healing, so that's all good. Let's get a level up. There we go. And it's going to be extra damage on mines, extra health, or extra ability cooldown. I'm going to go with extra health. That should do it quite nicely. And then, oh, look at this. We've got... we do have one of these loot carts, for the lack of a better term, but as you can see, I can do nothing against it. I've got no weapons. So some combos are just basically a bit garbage until you get some upgrades. So this combo, yes, I can heal myself. Yes, I can... didn't pick up the rare. Yes, I can heal myself. Yes, I can lay mines. These are all good things. But I can't really do much else. Like, I can't actually take out any of the things that are driving around, like that thing on the left there. Although they are actually going into the mines here. There you go. You can see they're actually driving into the mines. Fine. Let me just lay some mines across the way there. And I've actually found that with the mine layer, what you often do is you'll lay some mines, and they seem to be persistent, and then you'll just come back to like just loads and loads of coin everywhere because there's enemies just wandered through them, which is, I mean, it's a thing, I guess. So we got 35 seconds remaining for the next one. Let's see if I can drive through these enemies here. Looks like you can hoover them up a little bit, but it does take a while. There you go, taking a lot of damage there. Oh, so looks like we saw previously. So what can I get now? Cannons or mortar? I'm going to go with cannons. And an artifact. Mine layer. So more armor damage, more arrow damage, and more magic damage. Well, it doesn't really matter because I have not got any arrows or magic. So yeah, I guess there's that. Yeah, like I say, you often find that there's just like random bits around the place. Now I've got some cannons though, I might be able to do some damage. The first boss is in 25 seconds, and we can see this thing is doing its thing. It's wandering around. And the mines, I find that as well, their delay is a little bit lapse. So when they get triggered, the fast things like these bike jouster things, they can dodge them basically. Yeah, so they go through it. So I'll see if I can trigger them. So I triggered the mine. No, I didn't even trigger that one. That didn't even go off. That's not what I wanted. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Sneezingtons. Right, okay, so let's see if I can deal with this big boss here. So what I'm going to do is run away, because the advantage I have now is I have mines. And it's not overly manoeuvrable. Speaking of not overly manoeuvrable, here's the big thing coming in, and we just threaded the needle. Let's just pick up that. And yeah, I think I've set off my own mine there. Okay. And that thing's getting... I don't know where the boss is. I don't know, but I'm going to have to go in between these guys. And where is the boss? Right, it's coming in now. So, lay some mines. There we go. And let's see if I can take it out now. There we go. So we've got it. So armor or speed? Let's go with speed this time, because we went with armor last time, and it would be nice to see a bit of a difference. Uncommon ability for the cannon. And, oh, I don't know what I picked there. There's more mines. Looks like your ability cooldowns is reset as soon as you pick your upgrades. There we go, there's the cannons. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. A lot of cannon there. And more enemies coming in. Looks like we're getting to the edge of the map here as well. Gonna have to speed off now. Again, that's one of the things we have advantage of. We have the advantage of speed now. And I've got that got the big thing to half health. I've never defeated it, but I must confess I've never really tried to defeat it. I've just always avoided it for the most part, because it's massive. And ooh, uncommon abilities. Extra charges on mines, extra damage on mines, extra damage on cannons. Actually, we'll do that. So 3 minutes and 7 seconds for the next level. You can see I've got this bike thing in front of me, and it just sits there. And there we go. There's a lot of enemies destroyed there. Let's see what the big truck's destroyed. What's our health? It's not great. That's good. Let's go with extra health, actually. There you go. See, I'm stuck. Like, I was stuck on the group of enemies there. See, it can be quite a common thing. And let's see if I can I take this guy out in one volley? Well, not one volley, but one ability salvo, which we have done. Yes, good. There is health. Let's get a couple of the others. I don't know what the world building's all about when it comes to why everything has got wheels, but yeah, it's a thing apparently. Right, what we'll do is we'll circle around. Oh, that's one of the ICBMs that's getting launched, and we might be dead here. This might be a loss because I'm getting stuck. Boom! Look at that. The damage that they cause is immense. Just launch some mines and fire. I think I managed to take it out actually. Yeah, but then the big angry Hoover is coming at us, so I'll have to avoid that as best I can. But again, we're getting sort of surrounded now by all of these melee things. Let's go with cooldown and another. Oh, good grief! There's more. We got a ram or a mortar. I'm going to go with the mortar, and then just volley fire. And what's this? Reset all module cooldowns when fuel is at maxed out, or extra magic damage, or arrow. I'm going to have to say fuel because that's really the only one we've got. So the thing that's really sort of fierce at the moment is these biker guys. Yeah, the jousty guys. Although I think we've just managed to take some of them out, which is good. Less than a minute for the next upgrade. Let's see if I can take this guy out. Come on. what I'm going to do is lay some mines like this for the angry Hoover to go over and get out of the way. That's good. That's not good though. Oh, okay. So we've got a big... Oh god, we've got 2 mortars coming in or whatever they are. Big explosions. I don't know if it affects enemies. But let's collect all of these. Again, anything that says uncommon or rare is the one we're going for. We've got in... How long have we got left to go? We have 12 seconds in order to then fight off the big boss, or the next level, should I say. But everything's getting a bit spicy now. Let's see if I can take out these. Yes. We're on half health, which is a bit of a problem, and the main boss is in, and it shows on the top there. Automatic damage for the mortar, yes. I'd like to get the coins on the right there, but it's in between a hell of a lot of mines. And here's this guy coming in again, and we are faster than them. Oh, let's bait them into that. Wonder if they can kill themselves. No, that's a shame. Yes, that is a bit of a shame. Okay. So, there we go. Let's boost off. This guy's coming in. We're going to go mines, an area effect. And so I can go between the mines. I've only just... the boss is on... It's on half health. So that's okay. What I'm going to do is keep boosting away. And then what I'll do is I'll turn in. And cause almost no damage apparently. That's good. I enjoyed that. It's on 952 health as shown on the top right. It's coming back in for another run, which I can then hopefully cannon it, which I've managed to cannon. And we now go for speed or armor. I'm going to go with armor this time. And I must confess, this is the first time I've actually leveled up to this one. So we go with the repair crew. Yeah, we'll do that one. And oh, it looks like I'm stuck. Wow, okay. So I'm pretty much stuck. Look, so even though we're this big, I'm stuck on these biker guys, which seems a bit silly. But there you go. This thing here, the big angry mower, I might be able to defeat this, you know. First time I've been able to defeat that. And let's see, I'm stuck on this one thing in front of me. That seems to be my main complaint. Look at that, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm just one guy. And I just can't get out. Can't get out. Doesn't matter which way I face. I'm going to hit by my own mines as well. But it's just these biker guys now that are sort of stunning me. I can try and boost. I'm trying to boost out the way, but it's not happening. I'm on, I think, less than 10% HP now. And we'll pick up all of that and... Whoa, okay. Now we've went really quick. Way! We've even drifted there for a second. And now I'm stuck completely on something. I think it's a villager or something like that. Okay, fire away. I do really like the oh look, there is even at this stage there is a fair amount of enemies, like variations and such, and I do like that. What I do also like is the scale of it as well. Like you go from this really small tower to like an absolute behemoth of a machine. Not that that's going to help us because yeah, when you get one villager trapped under the wheel, that happens. All right, let's just go back to the overworld. So yeah, well, there we are. That's been a bit of Wonderberg. Like I say, it is a demo / playtest at this stage. At the time recording, it's still available. Links will be in the description. I would like to see what the full version has to offer because the moment-to-moment is quite satisfying when it's all working. As I said, the whole getting stuck thing is the main point of contention for me at this stage. In terms of its looks and sound, it's all, yeah, seems to be all fine and such. There's no real complaint. There's one soundtrack which can get stuck in your head. But as I said, to be expected for the level of development that we have at this point. Obviously, as we drive around here, we can see there are different types of biomes. So we've got the sort of grassy biome, we've got the sandy biome, we've got the maybe what would you call that one? Maybe some sort of foresty biome. And I guess the idea is that you go around, you have to defeat all these, go for the extra bonuses. and then eventually defeat the sort of big boss in the middle. But yeah, it does have you know, a couple of unique things. It does remind me a little bit of Thronefall for some reason. I don't know whether that's just because of the way it looks, or the way like the thing drives or whatever. But yeah, anyway, like I say, happy to check it out, and it is, let's say, something I'm quite interested in. And if you want to see more, then let me know in the comments. And well, yeah, links in the description, as I said. Let me know what you think. As always, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.